Saint Scholastica. Saint Scholastica, also known as Saint Scholastica of Nursia, was a 6th century Christian saint and the twin sister of Saint Benedict. The life of Saint Scholastica is intertwined with that of her brother, and together, they played significant roles in the development of Western monasticism. While Saint Benedict is renowned for establishing the Benedictine order and writing the Rule of Saint Benedict, Saint Scholastica is celebrated for her deep spirituality, dedication to prayer, and the establishment of a religious community for women. Saint Scholastica and Saint Benedict were born around 480 AD in Nursia, a town in central Italy. Their parents, Euproprius and Abundantia, belonged to a noble family. The twins grew up in a Christian household, and from an early age, it was evident that they were deeply connected. Despite being twins, they followed different paths in life. Saint Benedict left home to pursue his studies in Rome, while Saint Scholastica remained in Nursia. Saint Benedict's decision to embrace a life of solitude and asceticism deeply influenced Saint Scholastica. She, too, felt a calling to dedicate her life to God. Inspired by her brother's example, she chose a life of prayer and contemplation. Saint Scholastica's early years were marked by a fervent desire for spiritual growth, and she sought God with great zeal. The twins' lives took a significant turn when Saint Benedict founded the Monte Cassino monastery in 529 AD. Saint Scholastica, feeling a strong desire to be close to her brother and to share in his spiritual journey, founded a convent for women in Plombariola, a short distance from Monte Cassino. The monastery founded by Saint Benedict became the cradle of Western monasticism, and Saint Scholastica's convent contributed to the flourishing of the Benedictine way of life for women. One of the most well-known stories about Saint Scholastica comes from a dialogue she had with Saint Benedict, illustrating the deep spiritual connection between the siblings. The story recounts that the twins would meet once a year to discuss matters of the soul. On one occasion, Saint Scholastica invited Saint Benedict to spend more time together in prayer and conversation. However, Saint Benedict was reluctant to break his monastic rule, which prohibited overnight stays outside the monastery. In response to her brother's refusal, Saint Scholastica prayed fervently, and suddenly, a violent storm erupted, preventing Saint Benedict from returning to Monte Cassino. Recognizing the divine intervention, Saint Benedict exclaimed, "May God forgive you, sister. What have you done?" Saint Scholastica replied, "I asked a favor of you, and you refused. I asked it of God, and he granted it." This story highlights Saint Scholastica's strong faith and the extraordinary connection she had with the divine. Saint Scholastica's death occurred shortly after this poignant encounter. Following their night of prayer and conversation, Saint Scholastica passed away peacefully within a few days. Saint Benedict, who witnessed her soul ascending to heaven in the form of a dove, understood that his sister had reached the end of her earthly journey. He buried her in the tomb he had prepared for himself, symbolizing the inseparable bond they shared in life and death. The legacy of Saint Scholastica lives on through the Benedictine communities for women that continue to follow her spiritual teachings. The Rule of Saint Benedict, initially written for monks, has been adapted for nuns, and Saint Scholastica's commitment to a life of prayer, humility, and community remains an inspiration for those who seek a deeper connection with God. The feast day of Saint Scholastica is celebrated on February 10th, commemorating her life and contributions to Christian spirituality. As a woman of deep faith, Saint Scholastica's story transcends the historical context in which she lived, resonating with believers who continue to draw inspiration from her dedication to God and her unwavering commitment to a life of prayer and contemplation.